The EFF is protesting at the border linking South Africa and Eswatini under hashtag Mswati Must Fall. The party has been calling for democratic reform in Eswatini. Well, for more on this, let's cross now to SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo, who is at the Oshoek border post for us. Tumelo, thank you very much for joining us. Tell us more.
Well, good afternoon to you, Nompu, and to our viewers. Yes, the EFF has closed almost all the borders across Mpumalanga and also in KwaZulu-Natal that are linking South Africa and Eswatini. They are calling for democratic reform in that country. You remember that the protest started there in that country around June last year and July. That's when the community in residents of Eswatini, they were protesting, calling for democratic reform, and the EFF has been out there supporting them with this issue that they have been calling for. Let's speak to the national spokesperson for the EFF, Sinawo Tembu. That they just talked to us about the march that you guys have embarked on. We know that you guys have closed a number of borders, including this one, which is like the biggest border here. That is for economic reasons, because this is the border that they use to get food into that country and also other services. Just talk to us about why did you guys want to support these political parties and organizations from Eswatini?
So, as the EFF, we have been able to make a diagnosis that there is no democracy in Swaziland. People are being killed by a despotic, perverted monarch. They are being suppressed of their political freedoms. They are being arrested should they want to form political parties, which are banned in Eswatini today. So we came to this border, and the Mananga border as well as the border in Pongolo and KZN, to show Mswati on his supposed birthday that we have no appreciation of the life of someone who has no respect for the human rights of the people of Eswatini, who has taken the wealth of the entire country for himself, his wives and his children, and has also decided that he must rule by divine or God-given right. So we are calling for democracy in Eswatini. We were here with the leadership of Pudemo, the leadership of the EFF in Swaziland, the Communist Party of Swaziland, and many other organizations to pledge our support and send a warning to Mswati that these fences that he calls a border will not withstand the wrath of the EFF when we decide as a frontline state to assist our people in achieving their freedom. So that was the purpose of today's programs across 3 borders, and we've sent our message and made it clear that we have taken profits from him today. We've closed these borders for almost 6 to 7 hours to show him that we can strangle his wealth away from him to ensure the freedom of our people.
Okay, thank you so much. That was the EFF's national spokesperson. Nompu, let me quickly speak to one of the members of the Swaziland Liberation Movement, Sihle Ndwandwe. Sihle, just talk to us. You were telling me that the brutality still continues. We saw last year pictures that were emerging from Eswatini, people being beaten up for protesting and for joining protests. What is the situation right now? And talk to me about coming here this morning. Are you not afraid for your life?
Of course, I am afraid of my life, because as we go back now, I know one or 2 of us will be detained because we've been here supporting the cause for democracy in Swaziland. What I can say for now is that we appreciate what SABC Malema has done, being in solidarity with Eswatini. My biggest message to Mswati is that he likes it or not, we are going to attain democracy. Democracy was a matter of emergency as of 1973, when one man called Sopuza Mona Dlamini assumed full power, everything, the supreme power, legislature, executive, finances. We now say we don't want the monarchy to interfere with the system of governance. We don't want the monarchy interfering with our finances. What we say is that we don't want we no longer want this family called Mswati's Tinkhundla government, because this is just a family masquerading as Tinkhundla government. It is not working for us. We are just going to, by all means possible, we are going to dismantle the system of governance.
Okay, and talk to me about what's happening there. You guys, you are telling me that coming here, you guys there were like roadblocks of people trying to be prevented to come into this march. And talk to me about the brutality that you're saying that did continue in that country.
It no longer comes as a surprise. Since June last year, it has been happening. We've been beaten, shot, canisters, tear gas, everything that you can think of. They even punch us using their fists, these police and the soldiers and the warders. It is something that has been always happening. Last week it happened. People were turned back. It happened today. People were turned back. People were beaten. All the roads were blocked. There were roadblocks all over. We've been searched. Even you've been done body search. to just see if you're wearing any regalia or to just ascertain where you're going. So we know the situation right now is very tense, but I know Mswati is feeling the pinch.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Sihle Ndwandwe. She is one of the members of the Swalimo, is an organization there in Eswatini. They are trying to push for political reform in that country. They've been protesting since last year. You remember that even 2 MPs are still now in custody. They are being charged of terrorism in that country, and those 2 MPs are still in prison. They have not been given bail. They have not been given bail to actually contest their trial, or be even given bail so that the trial can continue. So this is why these organizations that are in Eswatini, they are calling for political reform in that country, especially on today, because today it's King Mswati III's birthday.